GamingBolt presents 15 greatest superhero games you need to play. Superheroes are all the rage these days. Thankfully, there are plenty of superhero games for fans of the genre to sink their teeth into. Here are the top 15 superhero games. Batman Arkham City. Arkham City is undoubtedly the best of the 3 games released by Rocksteady. It features a fantastic open world, thoughtful and visceral combat, and a touching story about the Joker and Batman and how their lives are intertwined. It hits every note perfectly, making for an almost flawless action game. LEGO Marvel Superheroes. LEGO Marvel Superheroes is so great because it features such a large, diverse cast and not only lets you play through well-crafted levels, but also soar through a massive open-world Manhattan. It still stands as one of the best LEGO games, making each character feel uniquely different. Injustice 2. The second entry in DC's fighting game series features an amazing cast of characters, great customization that doesn't feel forced, and a fast and fluid fighting system. It's fun to jump in with your favorite character and pull off some absolutely gorgeous super moves on unsuspecting opponents. X-Men Legends. The first X-Men Legends not only serves as a great realization of the various mutants and their abilities, but it's also a fun action game as well. A Diablo-style game with plenty of recognizable characters, it manages to be fun in terms of gameplay and how well it handles the source material. X-Men Legends 2: Rise of Apocalypse. Pitting the mutants against their strongest foe, the second X-Men Legends game may not be as strong as the first, but it's still an incredibly fun game that builds on the foundations of the first game and adds some new characters to keep things continually engaging. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Turtles in Time. Turtles in Time is such a classic because it's still a good 2D action game even today. It draws heavily from the comics and delivers non-stop action and plenty of cool enemies and scenarios ripped right from the comics and the show. It's not only fun, but it does the source material justice. Infamous Second Son. Infamous Second Son may be a tad weak in the story department, but in terms of pure fun, it ranks incredibly high. The game lets the player traverse the world with 3 unique sets of powers, each one performing different than the last. Each set changed the way you approach movement and combat, making for a very diverse game. Spider-Man 2. The video game adaptation of Spider-Man 2 wasn't amazing because of the story or the world. It was swinging through the world that had everybody hooked. It perfectly captured the acrobatic nature of the web-slinger and added in fun combat and plenty of baddies to take down. The Wonderful 101. Platinum's colorful superhero game is completely different from anything else on this list. Not only do you control up to 101 heroes at a time, but by utilizing the unique abilities of certain members of the group, you can morph the crowd of vigilantes into devastating weapons that take superhero battles to an all-new place. City of Heroes. This online MMORPG was a great way to just blast through a city with plenty of cool powers at your disposal. Building your character and working with others to stop terrifying enemies, natural disasters, and other events gave the world a sense of cohesion. Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Mixing Marvel and Diablo was a fantastic move on Activision's part. Creating a cast of classic and relatively unknown Marvel heroes and giving them each unique abilities and moves made it fun to traverse the bright locales and fighting off waves of evil henchmen. LEGO Batman Trilogy. Batman is a very serious character. The 3 LEGO games he stars in shows a lighter side of the character that was incredibly fun to watch and play as. It added a new dimension to the usually dour DC universe, and took the incredibly untrusting and brilliant detective and turned him into a comedian. The Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction. The Hulk is all about being a big, invincible, smashing machine. Because of this, making a truly interesting game starring the character has proven difficult. Hulk Ultimate Destruction pulls it off though. The game makes smashing things fun and gives players a large, destructible world to goof off in. Marvel vs. Capcom 3. The heroes and villains of Marvel's comic book face off against the colorful cast of Capcom's games, and the results are electric. The characters on the Marvel side are well realized and incredibly fun to play. Inclusions that were more obscure at the time, like Rocket Raccoon and Doctor Strange, make for great additions as well. X-Men Origins Wolverine. The movie of X-Men Origins Wolverine may have been utter trash, but the video game adaptation managed to be quite good. It's a bloody action game that lets you tear enemies apart with Wolverine's adamantium claws. It's fun to power up your character and take down increasingly tough enemies. And that'll be about it for this one. If you guys like what we're doing at GamingBolt, please consider subscribing to our channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video.